All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who rule well. And salutation and much love to Yakim out there, pushing out his word, the truth, and sincerity. And Lord as well, this is going to be an edifying lesson. I'm just going to go straight into it. You know, as you see, it's death and destruction, wars and rumors of wars. The Lord is turning things up, leading to the Armageddon, all right, as even Biden himself said, all right. And then General Armageddon from Russia, the apostles was talking about it in this last camp, Saturday, past camp. And hey, things is getting real. It's getting real. All right, so let's just get straight into it. This is Jeremiah 50 and 22. The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Right. So the Lord has sent out his prophets prior to this, right before there was tensions with Russia and Ukraine and, you know, all these things that are taking place. The Lord sent his prophets out to warn you about these things. All right. And now look at you. You know, hell, we even got a sign that says USSR. It's a nuclear missile. All right. Or ICBM. And people would scoff at us, laugh at us, and make mockery of us for having that sign. But now nobody want to say nothing about it. They quiet as church mouses. But it doesn't deter the prophecies. All right, it's still coming to pass. The Lord's still bringing judgment, and World War III is still brewing up, and it's getting closer and closer. Okay. And the mark of the beast, which is gonna really escalate things, is still happening. Verse 23, Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? So that's America. And you see, because America was the hammer of the whole earth. Okay, it went around policing everybody, telling them what they can and can't do, and dropping bombs on people, doing all this shit. All right, to put these nations in subjection, all right, these other countries in subjection, and now they're looking weak as your boy Biden, you know, but that nigga busting his ass on the bicycle, which is symbolic for Babylon falling, man. But nonetheless, now these nations are saying, like Joel, what is it, Joel 3, let the weak say they're strong, roughly paraphrasing. So it's comical and it's biblical. Okay, first and foremost, it's biblical. These events that we're going through and we're experiencing, we're literally living and experiencing the end time prophecies. Okay, the things that you read about in the scriptures, you're living through it. Okay, and in the times we're living in, it ain't times to, you know, for everybody to hold hands and sing kumbaya. All right, everybody go to you know, the fucking G7 summit and have a bonfire and roast marshmallows, all right, and make s'mores. No, this is a time for death and destruction, because the Lord is finna return. All right, and as he said, these things, he gave us the signs of what would be taking place before he returned. But before we go into that, let's go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. It says a time to love and a time to hate. Hey, this ain't the time to love, because people gonna the love of many shall wax cold. You gonna see what true hate is real soon. People call us a hate group. You gonna see what hate is very soon when there ain't no food in the grocery store. Then talk about hate. All right. It says a time of war and the time of peace, and we living in the time of war. All right. This ain't time for the nations to come together. All right, and you know. No, this is time for division. World War III, the war to end all wars. And pursuant to Isaiah 9, it's going to be a war fought with, what did it say, flames of fire. Let me just get that real quick. Isaiah 9 and what is it, 5? It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and the garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning, and the fuel of fire. So that's the time we're living in. The time of war was going to be a time burning and fuel of fire, and that's going to be via these thermonuclear missiles, the chariots of the Lord. zapping niggas with the concentrated lightning. Okay, concentrated beams of light, which is the scriptures describes them as lightning. All right, Scud missiles, Moab missiles, whatever you want to call it, and thermonuclear missiles. All these missiles finna go. There ain't gonna be no missiles left after after the Lord returns. All these missiles gonna be shot off, whether they be regular missiles or thermonuclear missiles. Okay, all these missiles is gonna go. They're gonna go boom. It go boom. All right, and this is what we're telling you about. So let me get this real quick in Joel. I want to read in the NLT, Joel 3:9. It says, Joel 3:9, say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. And that's what's happening. We're living in the time of war. All right, just like World War I, World War II, the world was on edge. People were uncertain of what, and then uncertain of how things would. Well, now people don't even give. Well, at least here in America, people don't give a shit what's going on, not knowing that global death is coming, man. Mass death. World War III is here, and people have no fucking clue here in America. Don't even care that they got McDonald's, what is it? Delivery pizza, the Uber Eats, Grubhub. What's that one shit? Instacart. And niggas go shopping for you. Do you think people care about World War III here in America? These motherfuckers don't give a shit. But a lot of people are going to be drafted off and sent off into the Middle East, all right, and wherever else the Lord had them go, whether it be Eastern Europe, Asia, Africa. It's going to be a one-way ticket. Ain't no return trip coming for these people that get drafted and the people that are in the military here in America. Hell, all the militaries of the earth is going to be destroyed by the Lord when he returns. But nonetheless, Joel 3:9 say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Yeah. And those are going to be the first one to go. That's why they're going to start drafting you imbeciles. Fucking Mountain Dew sipping, Call of Duty playing losers. All right, out here in America, you're going to be shipped off because the mighty men, all right, the best warriors are going to die in the war, man. They're going to get, it's going to be a meat grinder out there. All right, just watch, what's that movie? Saving Private Ryan. Watch the opening scene where there is a fucking meat grinder out there on the beach. Okay, and that's what it's going to be in the Middle East and hell, even here in America. It says, let all your fighting men advance for attack. There you go, man. They're going to advance onto them shores and be destroyed. Especially in the Persian Gulf. It says, verse 10, hammer your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Train even your weaklings. Train even your weaklings to be warriors. There you go. But we break it down. Let the weak say I'm strong. These nations bucking up against Babylon the Great, which is the hammer of the earth. But that's hilarious. Train your even your weaklings. The Mountain Dew sipping, pot pies eating, niggas and Spicks and Edomites. You're gonna have to go to war, man. But that's hilarious. But it says, let the weak say I'm strong, man. These nations, Iran, North Korea, them niggas is shooting missiles over Japan, and America ain't doing a goddamn thing about it. They said, told Russia not to invade Ukraine. They ain't do a damn thing about it. Well, they send missiles and defense systems and funds. But what you gonna do, boy? They ain't doing nothing. Look what happened in Afghanistan. America is the laughing stock of the world right now, man. Verse 11 says, come quickly, all you nations everywhere. Gather together in the valley. And now, O Lord, call out your warriors. Let the nations be called to arms. And that's what the Lord is calling these nations to arms. It's time to battle. The war drums are beating. It's time to get up or get shut down. And these nations, they're getting up. All right. In America, very soon, because if you go into the history, the World War I, World War II, America was always the last nigga to come in, and then take all the credit. And it's gonna be through the spirit. It's gonna be the same shit again. These nations gonna be dying out there before America gets involved, as they are now. All right, there's people is dying out there with this Russia invasion, because that's what it is. Okay, and it's not just Russia. There's people dying in the Middle East every fucking day. Okay, China is at the cusp of invading Taiwan. So just like in World War I and World War II, shit's gonna be going down before America really gets fully involved, so to say. Because something's gonna, escalate through Israel, according to biblical prophecy, to really force the hand of America, or when the NATO nations get involved in this war, and that'll force their hand as well. All right, but it says, verse 12. Let the nations be called to arms. Let them march to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I, the Lord, will sit to pronounce judgment to them all. Yep. And these armies are going to go down. Horrible way. Especially when the Lord returns, man. He's going to fight all the armies. Okay? Because they're all going to come together and get their asses whooped, trying to fight the Lord. But this is Luke 21:9. I want to read it as well in the NLT. It says, and when you hear of wars and insurrections, hell, all you see on the news is talking about the insurrection January 6th. Okay. And when you hear of wars, which that's what we're hearing about, which there is, it's not just rumors of wars. There's still rumors of wars, of course, but you got actual wars going on, right? Ask them niggas in Ukraine. It says, don't panic. Yeah, don't panic. Yes, these things, this is the Lord's talking to his elect. He says, don't panic. Yes, these things must take place first, but the end won't follow immediately. And so exactly, isn't it? Hey, just because these niggas invading one another don't mean the Lord coming tomorrow. You still got prophecies to be fulfilled, and ultimately the world war has to be fully going. The mark of the beast. Okay, but right as of right now, the end's not coming immediately. As soon as the clock hits midnight, the Lord gonna crack the skies. No, there's still some prophecies that must come to play. There's things that we still got to go through. The hour of temptation, but the time is nigh. All right, just because it's not immediately don't mean it's not coming. But this is the time we living in, man. The time of war, death, and destruction. All right, and this war is going to be like no other war ever seen. In World War One, and then World War II were some horrible, millions of people dying, horrible times, people starving to death. As a matter of fact, there was more civilian casualties than there was soldiers dying. All right, so you gonna see it, and most likely it's gonna be down your street. Okay. And especially here in America, where there's gonna be chaos here in America as we're fighting World War. Oh man, it's all looking bad, except for the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that trust and believe in Him. Okay, that He's gonna protect. So Lord's will, this was edifying. Shalom and mawat lababah.